Hello everybody, I am Shepples and welcome back to Let's Play Pathologic, where it seems that chaos has broken out in the cathedral, as infection appears to have reached its way in here. I do not think that girl from the cathedral was Amara. Probably she wished them good. Their food and water were finished. She probably wanted to feed the weakest. Probably she casually brought something with her, and probably that was even not her. What girl from the cathedral? At night, an unknown girl penetrated into the cathedral. Boo says she went down from under the arch, but I think she crept through the entrance door, deceived the watchman. She was probably afraid, poor child. And see what happened. Don't you know, doctor? Then hurry. Probably you can still help someone. All died for one night, and those who did not are about to pass away already. Probably you can make something. Yes, it seems that everything has gone to shite here. Is there anybody upstairs, I wonder? Anybody? Maybe? No, but I'd say if I jumped down I would probably die. Okay, so things have broken out here in the cathedral. So this was basically a safe haven, if I remember correctly, or if I sort of interpreted it properly from what way it was going. What's he got to say? Today we will kill her, whoever it is, Mara or Lara or her own sister. It's time to put an end to her revelry. And what if it appears to be your sister? There were cases when ghosts stole a child from cradle. The neighbour family has a legend, and the daughter of the herdsman hid the bull's hooves under her dress for 3 years. Shavnak killed her and put her on her white skin to reach the pots with milk. If this is a sister, that means she's a werewolf. A credible readiness for self-sacrifice. She distributed drink. This is exactly so. There was no water and they drank from her hands. Probably she took rotten water by mistake. There was no intention, this is my opinion. Whom are you talking about? About our girl. She took pity of the people in the cathedral and made the way to them. Started to give them drink. Narrowness and closeness of such places means mortal torments. What happened in the cathedral? So you have not yet heard. Then now your place is there, not here. I'm in the fucking cathedral. I will not give you somebody else's word of trouble, doctor. They do not a doctor anymore. They need a caretaker. So the people say. Okay, so everything's gone. People are basically going on about this being the whole case. I'm guessing that their dialogue is kind of the same as everywhere else, yeah? That's basically what's happening here. Right, well if that's the case, we're gonna go see George. Right, let's go see George and see if he has anything to say on the matter.
Very few.
Okay, George has absolutely nothing to say on the matter. Right, next up we've got Victor! And then Maria, and then I think we should go pay Lara Ravel a visit, since her name seems to have cropped up in conversation. Victor usually has something for me to do.
How is it possible to take her memory from the inner chamber? Is Simon more necessary to us?
So yesterday
This is not yet obvious.
Shut up, Victor. So yesterday you managed to catch this malicious one. I've heard so, at least. There are terrible gossips in town about the vivisected people. I do not believe them, of course. The gossips that you have received a sample of infected blood appear much more dangerous. Another thing is more important. They speak that now you have practical methods can figure out the werewolf spreader, having compared its blood with that sample you managed to obtain yesterday. If this is really of the townspeople, he or she will be found out uneasy. This is true. A new witch hunt begins. Not only that, in streets, stupid villains kill women, but apparently this time the commandant reached the most known persons of our city. Several girls were accused because of the story in the cathedral. What happened in the cathedral? The spreader penetrated into the cathedral this night. Everyone who was there is dead. Yes, into your tight isolator. Whether this is a ghost or a human being, it's already obvious that this is a walking person, and most likely rather ill-intentioned person. Much were pleased with this confidence. Why? Tomorrow the Inquisitor arrives. It seems to me someone wants to finish with several girls before his arrival. Now the punishing sword hangs above Julia and Lara. They are arrested by Savarov, but also Vlad Algimsky is active. If the girls survive till tomorrow, the Inquisitor will establish true, but someone would like to be faster. What shall we do with Algimsky here? The Algimsky assert that I can prove their innocence. Probably they know the true criminal. For some reason I do not doubt of it. It has been told that this criminal is hidden in the apiary. It's clear. I'll talk to Algimsky. Right. Okay, so Lara was the one who basically had a shelter. So someone's trying to get rid of her. And possibly Julia too. Why though? That is the question. Let's go see Maria.
No, those who have...
I feel a powerful outburst of vital force. How strange. I thought to feel it the first day when Simon died, but all happened only now. It is time to begin. What are you talking about? Nothing. It is interesting to guess and unexpectedly as strange as exactly all presentiments and prediction come true. It is time to me to start realization of my mission. It seems my time has come, Bachelor Dankovsky. What do you want to do? Oh, I do not know yet. It becomes clear soon. For now, I want to stay alone. I'll sleep. I want to see Mother and Simon and dream to ask them questions. Okay, she's a clairvoyant, so she's able to see things sort of in the future. 1 second, let me see. I have way too many clothes and things. I may go and sell a few bits. What rate is my hunger? My hunger is... it's not too bad. I'll just solve my hunger, sell some of the rations, and or sell some of my rations, and I'll buy. Okay, prices are high today. Today is the day to sell. Obviously. Okay, well, I can sell all these because I already have plenty of them. I'm getting a fair decent price for that. Sell a load of these too. So I have way too many of them. I'm not even really using them, to be honest. Badge. Oh yeah, the police badges. I forgot about them actually. Yeah, food's gonna go for a great price at the moment. So it is, there we go. That got us a fair amount of money. Now, let me see. What do I have in the way? I've got one lockpick left. Should I use it? Because of the way that pricing is so good at the moment. No, I don't want to go shooting. Right, we're gonna rob one house. I should still have enough time to do everything today. Because what I want to do is I want to try and get as many supplies as I can today. The reason being is that prices could change again tomorrow, and they might not be as high when it comes to actually buying off me. Like basically, the lower the price of things to buy, the lower sort of sale I'm going, like when selling back, is what I'm trying to say. So the more expensive things are to buy, the better price I get for selling stuff. So it seems to go in some sort of routine where you get one day where prices are low, so that's the day to buy stuff. Then you have days that prices are high. Those are the days to buy a lot of items. And sorry, when prices are high, you sell items. When prices are low to buy, you just buy them. Because those are the days that you get the worst price for the items that you're trying to sell. So it's best to try and sort of hold on to your items until you get a day where prices are low, and try not to get smacked when you're robbing houses. I didn't really get much. Oh, fucking invisible walls. That seems to be the best way to go about this. Right, anyway, I've used up my lockpick. I'll probably get a few more as the day goes on. So the best thing to do now is probably visit the theatre. I should have probably visited the theatre on a daily basis, because it always says the masks at the theatre have a new pantomime on. And anytime I've gone to the pantomime, it's sort of brought in a cut scene of some kind. So I probably should have been going to the theatre all along, but I didn't. I don't know whether that makes much of a difference, really. Why is the kid running? It seems that Griff's men have gotten bolder. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna take out the knife and finish him. What the hell is that? Oh, that's new. That is new. Why is there so many criminals around? Wow. Okay, this is all new. It seems that... Oh, for God's sake, I'm getting infected left, right and centre. I'm gonna get nothing off him now, am I? Right, I'm taking out the gun. This whole area is affected by... What in the world is going on? This is taking a real turn. There's dudes dead everywhere, like. It seems to me that the streets are even more dangerous than they ever were before. Which is worrying. Simply because of ammo's sake. And that thing that looked like a blood angel is the only way I could describe it. That was a bit scary. The last thing is left for me to find the source or reason of occurrence for this epidemic. Strange character of the recessive contamination of districts, the gossip about a cannibal, the tragedy in Cathedral. Too much speaks well for the version of Spreader. Algimsky already has reasons for concerning this. We've caught the bacterium, now we know how the human blood in which Sandfills lives and breeds. Under this pretext, the governors have decided to renew the witch hunt. Now the cannibal accepted the appearance of the spreader of the infection. It is necessary to talk about this with Sabarov by all means.
Yes?
Commandant thinks that... Hello, Daniel. I am not offended by you at all. Do you not say anything? You need my hands? I want to talk to you first. Where have you been this night? I did not go anywhere following your advice. I learned what happened in the cathedral as usual, listening to the street shouts. Then a woman who earlier was bringing me milk to me, imagine she is still alive, knocked at my window. She told me about the beads. What beads? I had ancient jewellery which I loved very much, and not only me. Stamatan offered me 10,000 for it. At that time it was a fortune. That was a necklace from pieces of cayman tree with the lacy balls from dark metal attached to it. It was hardly precious, but the carving was wonderful. Of the cathedral. Are you crying? The beads were in their mouths. These unfortunate muttered that Mara sprayed her tears. Others said she kissed them, and others that she gave them some drink, obviously. The people named these beads Tears of Lara Revel. Now they think that it was me. Look at my blood, it will be fair. Then we will make sure that you tell the truth. Lara gave me blood without hesitation. It's necessary to check it under the microscope. Okay, so I need to check her blood under the microscope. Right, okay. So it was because of the beads people reckoned that it was Lara Revel. That was the cause for this. Interesting. Today is not a good day to be buying bandages and stuff. At all. It's good to be selling, not buying. Right. I wonder what the story is with all these guys going around, though. I don't want to spook the kids, so I'm going to just put the weapon away. They'll run if my weapon is out. Okay, he has nothing that has of any interest to me whatsoever. I'm assuming... yeah, it's locked. I should go see Big Vlad, or Young Vlad as well, because he'll be able to give me a map of what is what for the day. Well, I need to go see Julia. Because, she is another suspect in matters. Why has this red mist of infection appeared? It's worrying. My health is already dwindling quite rapidly. And I do not really want to have to take another...
People perish from bustle.
Well, have you
The
managed to
town is in
find
an
out
agony.
something?
There are panic
Yes.
goings in the street. Here is the cause
Shut
of
up!
notice.
Yesterday I at last saw the murder. A very unpleasant view. Would you tell? I was afraid of the worst. There's a bacterium of a very characteristic type, though I've never seen such a thing before. It propagates itself extremely fast. Tell my colleagues about it, they would not believe me. And I have one theory on this account already. What theory? Such bacterium could emerge in rare specific environment. I suspect that all of them occur from one source. I want to believe in that so much. If this source of infection is burnt out, the epidemic will be stopped. Such an epidemic can be carried only by a living being. A bacteria are born in huge amounts of this being. It is natural for the spreader does not suffer. Look how epidemic behaves. It flashes and burns down. Well, that is quite true, because viruses and things can actually be within a human, and the thing is it affects some people, whilst in others they can be just a carrier, and they'd never actually know that they have it. Why? Those bacteria that manage to escape into the world will be burnt down in a few hours. They cannot live without alive blood, but when they find it, they immediately devour everything that can be devoured, and then they perish like fish out of the water. That suggests a simple solution. Find the guilty, burn them, and the desired peaceful era will come. If only it was all that simple.
The most freakish folly usually happens in the generation for the most refined reason.
Well, have you managed to find out something? Julia, you accuse of a crime. Savarov wants to declare openly that you visited the cathedral. Savarov, that's the consequences of yesterday's conversation. Dominoes effect. Why do you ask such a question? You came to me as a friend or already on duty? Do you know what happened in the cathedral? Yes, an awful tragedy. But on the background of what's happening, this is simply an annoying accident. Tell me fairly, were you there? I know that my things are found in the cathedral. White silk scarf, silver earrings with small emeralds, gold ringlet in the form of a marten biting on tail, suede gloves and thin flask from twine with my face. Is that so? They say that the visitor gave the infected jewellery to the people. They hope to exchange them for food at the volunteers. Yes, they speak a lot. However, I am more concerned with another thing. Of course, the gossips about the immaterial witch are just a fairy tale. How it penetrated inside of the cathedral? You have examined everything, right? The building was ideally prepared, and for 2 days there was no death. Yes, the building was almost tight. The cathedral is cursed, Daniel. Your invention demanded a miracle, and in this empty shell no miracle would ever happen. Everything that has taken place is a law. She penetrated there just because it could not be differently. This consequence has been as the reasons of the Supreme Order. Probably you were right. I already started to get used to your logic of conformity. Okay, so we got Julia has asked herself to check her blood under a microscope. The calmness of this woman worries me. Why would her calmness worry you? It's if she was agitated and rather nervy that I would have thought it would have worried you more. Yeah, I'm just taking that because my infection level is quite high. This, yeah, I would seriously have thought that her calmness would not have affected her much. Antibacterial mask. The mask is highly recommended as not subject to repeat sterilization. That thing costs a fortune. Now, I already have a coat repellent on, so I don't need a second coat repellent, so I can sell that. Okay. We still need to see Savarov. Still need to see Algimsky. Right, well I think the first thing I should probably do is go down to Algimsky and go back towards the towards Eve's house so that I can use the microscope to technically state that, yeah, they're clear. I am getting infected from all directions and it's causing me utmost problems. God. Like, my immunity is just shot at the moment. I'm trying to find my way around here and it's just not happening. Okay, I want to stop in the theater too because of the pantomime. I'm starting to wonder though about things because I don't see the infection really sort of going to town, if you get my drift. Let's see what is said at the pantomime here anyway. Things are a bit strange right now. I've gotten so used to a particular routine, you see. Wow.
What?
So this is technically the morgue. It's been turned into the morgue. Right, okay. Right, Algimsky is to the east. So we'll go see him next and then I think I'll leave it for this part. So this is the infected district now. Why were there so many fucking rats? That thing. Yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Bloody rats. Ah, God. I'm keeping my gun out at all times because after that last rather unusual experience with dudes firing cocktail, well, explosives at me. Excuse me, that's a bit worrying.
So, you have to catch a little girl that will come to the Inquisitor with the shield? Any girl, right?
Bachelor, do you know what happened in the cathedral? Yes, several of us searched that it could be either Lara or Julia, but I'm sure that they are innocent, and that Angel or the criminals concealer named Osfina is guilty. These women are familiar to you, of course? I do not believe. You have now a conclusive proof, a sample of infected blood, so verify. What are the basis to suspect them? They are strangers, they wish evil to us. I shall check up, but it is silly. Vlad points at Anna Angel. So it seems... So he thinks that Lara and Julia are indeed innocent, but he deems Osfina would be guilty, or Anna Angel. Osfina is a bit of a troublemaker in one form or another, but I think that Vlad is doing this more out of his hate for her than anything else, simply because of the fact that she has kind of tampered with his business a few times, more than anything. Things are getting harder. Certainly are getting harder. I need to go pay young Vlad a visit, because he'll mark off what areas are infected, what areas have marauders and everything for me. I'm gonna go just outside Anna Angel's house, and I'm gonna leave it here for this part. I'm gonna talk to him, because if he has a bandage I might be needing it. This whole side is completely infected. Yes, he does, and I have more than enough water to quench his thirst. Thank you. I'll search these barrels over here too. I don't know what to do about my immunity. We have enemies. Those explosives. Who are these guys? What is their goal? Who are they exactly? Is it possible they could be tribals? Maybe? Is that what's going on here? Seems that the guards take everything off of them once they kill them. Same with the thieves. The guards, they never have anything left on them afterwards. Is this the same guy? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here for this part, guys, and we'll go see what Anna Angel has to say for herself in the next part. I need to just check. I still have space, so it's okay. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and have fun.